Quite a few people are experiencing Pokemon Sun and Moon glitches. Not as many as you would assume. It's not something that you can access just as a daily player, but you know, there's always that 1 in 100,000 or million or whatever that find these glitches. There's very interesting and unique glitches happening, funny albeit, and silly, as you can see on some of the pictures I'm going to show you and some of the Twitter posts that I'm going to be displaying. However, there is an extremely serious glitch you need to be aware about, okay? Now this won't affect anyone who plays the game legitly, only hackers. So there's two glitches happening to those who hack. Now before we even get into that, I want to just say one thing, okay? Look, I know there's plenty of people in the PokeTuber community who are really against hacking, and I know personally several of those PokeTubers, and they're my friends, and I have no issues with them taking problem with people hacking their games, taking their Pokemon online and playing online with them. For me personally, I don't have an issue with anyone hacking the single player games of any type of game and hacking, as long as you can't take those elements online. I understand that you can take Pokemon online from a single player experience, but if there was a way that Nintendo could just ban hacked Pokemon completely from coming online, I don't see the problem in hacking a single player offline game. That being said, hacks can increase your chances of losing, and there's a whole formula and article on it, but all you need to know is that if you're an amateur hacker and you're hacking your Nintendo 3DS, you shouldn't be doing it first of all and staying online, because your system's going to get bricked eventually with a Nintendo update. So that's rule number one when you're hacking a console that updates. And then rule number two is that you should know exactly what you're doing, because you can really screw up some stuff, as I have discovered from Pokemon Red when I decided to hack and wall hack, and well, it was a fun time, but there's no questions about it. The game was ruined. I had to restart. And that's not a big deal with Pokemon Red and Blue, but for your new Pokemon Sun and Moon game, you might be a little bit pissed off from the time you put in. But even worse, Pokemon Sun and Moon's save glitch. Some players are losing their save files, and this is due to an outdated version of a hacking program called PokeHacks, or PokeHex as some people refer to it as. It's really called PokeHex, which it uses a hexadecimal tool system that allows you to alter certain things, encounter rates, locations of Pokemon teams that you would encounter or find, things like that. It's very helpful for EV training, so when you're trying to find 50 Pidgeots to battle for that increase in speed, or 50 Arceuses to battle for that increase of whatever, you can just encounter them by hacking the game. No one's hurt, no harm, no foul. You're not hacking it so you're superior to someone. You're doing it all yourself. You're just saving yourself a lot of time. But these people, when they were saving in their Pokemon Center or saving in a different location, they would come back to a corrupted save file. And that is because PokeHex was outdated, as this article discusses. You can read all the nuances and issues with it as they've updated the article, but I personally just wouldn't use hacking programs. I'm not going to go through the entire article. I'm just going to say this. If you have two 3DSs, okay, maybe you have an old fat original version, then hack the shit out of it if you want, and keep the new one clean and vanilla so that you can actually get updates for your games and play online without fear of Nintendo releasing some update that you don't know about and destroying your system. You of course almost always have to manually install the updates, so you probably know it's coming, but that doesn't stop some absent-minded people. You know, all it takes is one hack on one game that you thought wasn't a big deal for Nintendo to brick your system, and then you complain, talk about, hey man, you bricked my system, and they say, hey, did you use any hacks? It's outlined here in the update's terms of service, and it literally says you can't use hacks without bricking your 3DS, and Nintendo reserves the rights to brick your 3DS hardware if you do use unauthorized hacks. And PokeHex is, as stated, an unauthorized official Nintendo tool used for Nintendo 3DSs. Nintendo doesn't endorse it, therefore it can brick your system. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. You guys have yourselves a great day. Be aware of these hacks. Be aware of these glitches. Be careful out there, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate your support. Make sure you share this like wildfire. Let everyone know that this is going on, because you never know. You might save someone's game, even if you don't like hackers. At the very least, you can save them, I don't know, a little bit of trouble, and maybe this will stop them from hacking. Who knows? So whether or not you agree or disagree with hacking, I think we can all agree that at the very least, we would like our save files to not be corrupted and just to be able to play the game. You guys have yourselves a great day. As always, good gaming and God bless. I've been your host, Protomario, and I'm signing out.